First, we're going to discuss leveraging macronutrients. So the body can derive energy from all three macronutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, although it has a preference for carbohydrates and fats. Consequently, individuals engaged in vigorous physical activity, such as athletes, often require higher quantities of carbohydrates and fats compared to those with a less active lifestyle, as you can imagine. So, carbohydrates. When structuring your diet plan for marathon training, the primary focus should be on carbohydrates. Carbohydrates serve as the primary fuel source for your body as you strive to cross the marathon finish line in a good time. According to the ISSN, the International Society of Sports Nutrition, individuals following demanding training regimens should aim for a daily carbohydrate intake of 5 to 8 grams per kilogram of body weight. Okay, but of course that's just a rough guideline. You should be able to work in symbiosis with your own body and figure out what works for you, okay, through practice and maybe monitoring and tracking your diet and, seeing what amount of carbs your body operates best on. However, those are the general guidelines, of course. I'll later on in the show, I'll relay my own nutrition protocols. But I'll give you, little pointers here and there as we progress through the diet and hydration part of the show. Okay, so protein is the next macronutrient we're going to discuss. So protein is another essential macronutrient for marathon runners with an ISSN recommendation of 1.4 to 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. Protein plays a vital role in recovery, injury prevention, and the maintenance of lean muscle, as we know. It's advisable to distribute protein intake throughout the day with a particular focus on post-run consumption, okay? But there's no sort of anabolic window, which is, quite a, I suppose, polarizing term in the bodybuilding industry because, you do your workout, people think you got to slam a protein shake within 30 minutes of the workout. That is not true. Net protein intake throughout the day is, of course, paramount. But, within a couple hours of your big run or big workout, it's important to get in protein, especially if you haven't intaken much protein before the actual run, which you probably haven't because the priority was carbohydrates. The pre-run snack was probably just going to be carbohydrates, but depends. Okay, so the next macronutrient is fat. Incorporating fats into a marathon runner's diet is equally as important as the rest. The ISSN suggests maintaining a fat intake approximately 30% of the total daily calorie consumption, though this can be adjusted upward to meet energy requirements as necessary. Thank you very much for viewing this clip. I do hope it has aided in your journey to achieve optimum living. If you have enjoyed it, please go check out the full-length podcast episode. The link will be in the description below, or you can click right there. Goodbye.